What's up, America and the world
Jingle
and
bells, jingle all the way.
nations upon nations? This is We Trying channel.
Nations upon nations.
Yeah, nations upon nations. Watch us. I'm sure the algorithm says that. Why not? Doesn't matter. But yeah, we are coming at you guys talking about. What are we talking about? Gift ideas.
Holiday gift ideas. So the
Hmm.
holiday season's upon us. No matter what you celebrate, here's an idea for some gift ideas for the nerd in your life, or maybe somebody you're trying to convert to be a nerd.
Sure.
Aha,
Uh,
unagi.
okay. Thank you. Sure. Whatever.
To my Friends
So the
fans out
idea.
there.
hmm The idea is that Leroy and I both came up with five gifts.
Mhm.
These aren't in any particular order, I don't think. They're just five ideas we came up with, and we don't necessarily have them in number one gift idea.
Yep, first gift idea.
So you probably should have said first gift idea, not number one, because number one implies that you rank them.
No, it doesn't.
It does, but okay,
It doesn't.
that's fine. Yeah, but you going in to change it now?
Nope.
Okay, great. For me, I was trying to think of some random stuff because as I was looking this year, I was thinking to myself, there's nothing I really want this year for myself. And I was like, how would I get this for somebody else? So I kind of looked at it from random different things of here's something that could be a little nerdy for you and it's something you may not think of.
Okay.
So the first one I'm going to go with is an Audible subscription.
Okay.
Now, is
Now,
Audible, hmm?
what is an Audible subscription for those people who may not know?
Well, reading is fundamental, but sometimes actually reading a book can be stressful, and maybe you feel like you don't have the time to read. So you can get the best of both worlds by learning about a book and having someone read it to you on tape.
Okay.
So
I
Audible
like
will
that.
read books to you. Right now, there is. Let's see if I can pull up this other stuff to show you guys what's going on with it.
Okay.
Um, yeah, this will work. You see that?
Yep.
Great. Essentially, there's a sale going on right now, 5 days only. Oh, is that
Hmm.
5 days left? Interesting. Yeah, it ends November 23rd. For $5.95 a month, you get essentially 4 months of Audible at $5.95, and then it goes to $14.95 after that. So it's a pretty good deal if you're trying to get more books into your life, but maybe you don't like to actually read, because some people don't.
Yeah. Question:
Um,
Is it 5.95 a month every month, or is it just for the first? So, like, if you get it right now, it's 5.95
for the first four, so you pay $5.95 every month for 4 months,
for 4 months. Okay.
and then it goes up to $14.95 after that.
Can you cancel it after the fourth month? Like, or is it like you're locked into a year? Like, if you do it, is it like a contract situation?
I don't believe it's a contract situation.
Okay. I'm just asking. I just
Yeah, let's see. Let's scroll down. No commitments. Cancel anytime.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool
Yeah.
gift.
So I mean, I think that kind of is the best of both worlds. If you want to get more books into your life, but you don't want to actually pick up a book and hold it in your hand, this is the way to do it. And a cool thing about a lot of Audible books is if you're doing like biographies and autobiographies, a lot of times, the books that they're centered upon, the featured
The
person
subject.
will read it out. So yeah, the
Yeah, the
subject will read it
subject.
for you, which is kind of cool.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my first one.
All right. Cool. Um. So for me, it's funny that you went books because I picked books as well. Only difference is I picked a physical book.
Hmm.
I felt like a lot of people are nerd movies are a real big deal. Superhero movies, whether the adaptations from books, whether it's Agatha Christie's books being adapted to movies, whether it's books that are like about movies, or it doesn't matter. You talk about maybe the person is not a big reader. So I picked. I say that because here. So let's say somebody's really big in the MCU. So you want to maybe do something special. This is a series that's coming out later on next year, so get the book version of it. We also have Secret Wars, so another one that I believe this is what phase six is, Secret Avengers Secret Wars. So,
Sounds about right.
and maybe they're not a big reader, so let's do. You talked about not being a big reader. It's a picture book. I mean, essentially, it's basically a book. I can pull it out. This is the Road to Endgame. So basically, it just has all the promotion material, all the artwork, some of the director's notes.
A lot of people
Um,
will call those coffee table books as well.
I mean, very good. Coffee table book, The Road to Avengers Endgame. Um, and here's the thing that um, a lot of people. It doesn't have to be a big book. So like, but a lot of books come in so many different variations. So here's a book that I love. I paid maybe $10, $20 for this, and it's the basically. Um, so can you read that? The Rhythm of
Yes,
Minds.
the Rebel Files.
Yeah. So basically, like I picked a physical book because I'm all about physical. I'm all about holding your hand, but it doesn't matter if it's like a giant novel or a graphic novel. Just get them to be reading. Get somebody reading. Get them something, a physical manifestation of what it is that they like, or something you may think they would like. And they you can do a giant coffee table book. You can do like a prestige that comes with a prop, um, or you can do just a regular novel, but just get
Hmm.
somebody reading this holiday season.
Okay.
Yep.
We're moving to the second gift ideas.
Uh, number two, maybe.
No, we don't already started first, and now you got to go with second.
Uh, damn
There
you.
we go. Yeah, I'll teach you. I'll get you right. So my second gift idea.
Okay.
This is definitely more nerd related
Okay. Go ahead.
in terms of like what you think of like video games and whatnot. For
Hmm.
me, there's a bunch of different video game sales going on right now.
Yep. Correct.
So I just wanted to highlight one, and
Hmm.
this is definitely not going to work for everybody, but it works for me because this is one that I actually do look at. The
Hmm.
Cowabunga collection
Ah.
is going to be on sale. I don't know how long it's going to be on sale, but I think it was like 39.99 or 49.99 when it came out. No,
Hmm.
looks like it was 39.99. But right now it's on sale at a bunch of different places. I'm going to pull up one website. We'll go to GameStop right now so we can see what it looks like there.
Okay.
And share screen. There we go. You got that?
Yep. twenty
Okay.
dollars.
$20 for the Xbox Series X and Xbox One version. It kind of changes in price depending on which one you're looking at. But
Like what?
so
Like what
Xbox
for? What
Series X is
system?
20. Yeah. PlayStation 5 I think is 25. Let's see.
Hmm.
Yeah, 25 for PlayStation 5. PlayStation 4 is 20 and I think Switch might be 20 as well. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, 25. Oh man, they tripping. Anyway, um
Are you saying it's not worth 25?
no, what I'm saying is I think it's crazy that it's not the same price everywhere,
Oh, okay.
like for the different consoles,
Okay.
because I love my Switch, but I would definitely think it probably runs better on the Xbox Series X, and it's only
Hmm.
$20 there.
Okay.
Probably also runs well on the PlayStation 4. But for me, the Cowabunga Collection is great. It's like I think 9 to 10 different games. Actually, it might be 12 different Ninja Turtles games that range from the beat 'em ups from the arcade game to Turtles 4 to 3 or 4 different versions of Tournament Fighters to Manhattan Project to the Game Boy games, and it has a bunch of like behind the scenes features and like interactive manual. You can look through the manuals interactively. Um, Very cool collection. If you're into martial arts, if you're into Ninja Turtles, can't go wrong with that, and it's pretty cheap. So I would say the Cowabunga collection is my second gift idea.
Okay. My second gift idea is going to be um, music. I'm a real big music fan. We've talked about music on this channel a little bit. Again, all of mine are going to be physical manifestations you can hold. Now, that not with that being said, I am all for buying someone an album digitally, but this is the Death Stranding vinyl for the soundtrack. So this is from Ludwig Forssell. It's produced by Hideo Kojima and Ludwig. This is for the original score. Now, I show this because I say music because to me, music is one of the one of the best gifts you can get someone because it puts them in a mood. Now, there's a lot of new music that has come out recently. Two of the biggest artists who've dropped albums within the last few months is Taylor Swift, Beyonce. Lizzo dropped a new album recently. Reason why I showed this is because if you want to get something that's personal, or if you here's another thing that some what two of my gifts will be. You and I both talk about different things, and somebody says, "I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it." Right?
Hmm.
Here's a way that if you have something that you love, you can gift it to someone else. So, like, let's say there's an album you love that you've been in tune with. Buy the album for somebody else and send it as a gift.
Hmm.
If it's digital, it's probably not going to be that expensive. If you really know the person and you know their taste, go out and get the vinyl. Go out and get the CD. I don't know how many people are still buying CDs. I am one of them, but I don't know who is still doing that. Um, because my wife's car doesn't have a CD player, but mine does. So I still buy CDs. Um, or get them a digital music subscription. The point is get more music into people's hands. Um, I will be honest with you, music saved us during the pandemic. Artists saved us. So I'm here telling you my second gift
When you
idea,
say us, you mean like the world, or you mean
the
you?
world, the world,
Oh,
music
okay,
saved us.
okay.
If you think about, like, if you were on Twitter, you were on Facebook, and you saw how many people were talking about, "Hey, I'm listening to this." That was one of the big thing counselors and psychiatrists, uh, therapists were saying. Listen to music. So I'm telling you, get out there, give the gift of music to someone.
Okay.
All right. Third gift idea. What you got, sir?
We'll continue with more physical stuff. This one, I was trying to find a website that would just have random stuff, but this will work. If we're talking about physical mediums, video games,
Mhm.
physical music, now is the perfect time to buy movies, in particular Blu-ray movies.
Oh, I forgot you picked that because I picked that too.
I mean, I sent you my list.
You did, but I couldn't find it.
There we go. Okay. I guess
But
we'll
go
talk
ahead.
about this together then.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, I'll bring up this Amazon. I was trying
While
to
you
find
do
a
that,
website that had a bunch of different like movies
for
ready,
sale.
but well, yeah, like because
So
Amazon, at least the
type
site
in
I'm at.
type in slickdeals.net.
Okay.
So reason why I bring up this website, slickdeals.net. Third gift idea is movies. And I I'm sorry. I know you sent me the list, but I probably glanced over it because I remember some of the gift ideas. The reason why, just like you said, movies is the physical medium of it. Because one, we have talked on ad nauseum about HBO Max canceling or getting rid of series or movies that is on their service. And I've been a big proponent of saying, if you like something, buy it, because you never know when someone or when whatever company will decide it's easier to write it off on taxes versus to
Hmm.
keep it on their site. So this website you're going to go to is slickdeals.net. If you look at it, it aggregates all the different deals from different websites.
Yeah, I was hoping it had like just a bunch of movies back to back to
Well,
back,
if
and
you
it's
look
not
at
like that.
so go to the top. I'm on
Hmm.
it right now. If you click on
I guess I could do that too. Show you all what I'm doing as I do it.
yeah, so click on
Hmm.
where it says Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm trying to see if it does it. So usually what they'll do is they'll say, okay, here it is. But also if you look underneath, it'll say, this is what's also for sale on this site. If you type in movies like you did, it'll give you all the different movies that are on sale. So, perfect example, you clicked on Thor: Love and Thunder. If you scroll down, Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness is available for pretty inexpensive, and that's the 4K version. Am I right? The
The
four,
done the 4K UHD Blu-ray and
mhm,
digital 860.
Yep, 861, and Doctor Strange is 1229. That's a pretty good price considering both of these movies came out this year. Um,
Yeah,
Based on from this site, and we didn't get sponsored by them. I would love if they did, but they didn't sponsor us.
we
I
ain't
think
sponsored by nobody.
Yeah, nobody. So if you want to sponsor us, hit us in them
Right.
DM. Um, here's Edge of Tomorrow, which I picked up for $8 from Best Buy. No, it was $10. I apologize. $10. This is the 4K Blu-ray plus digital code and Ambulance. Now, Ambulance came out big.
You and ambulance,
Oh
man.
man, you right. Me and Ambulance.
Yeah,
I'm a
you and ambulance.
I'm gonna push this movie till I die. Um,
Is this the new belly for you?
no, nothing replaces
Oh,
Belly, but I did have a
okay.
good time at the movie theater watching this.
Okay.
Um, so for me, this is why I pick movies. But you go ahead. I've talked long enough.
No, I mean, to me, we always talk about, it's cool to get stuff digital. In the case of movies, I do think it's good if you can to get it physically because you never know if it's going to be gone from a streaming service, like you said with HBO. Same thing with video games. And the cool thing about a lot of digital stuff that movies do now is even when you buy the physical version, they will most likely give you a digital copy as well.
Yes.
Um, so you're
Matter
getting the best of both worlds. Also, and the service really hasn't done this masterfully yet. Disney Plus is kind of doing it, but not as well as I want. You still get more features. I love behind the scenes featurettes and documentaries and stuff that come on physical versions of stuff. With digital versions, you don't necessarily get all of the features and commentary because I know for a lot of times when I'm watching a Marvel movie on Disney Plus, the director's commentary may not be there. Whereas if I pop in the actual disc, I can get the director's commentary 9 times out of
hmm
10. So I mean, I just like that because you get all that extra stuff and you're getting stuff for so cheap. You're gonna find stuff even if you don't go to slickdeals.net is great because it aggregates stuff. But if you don't want to go there, you can find stuff at Best Buy, at Target, Amazon, all those
Amazon,
places.
Walmart.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, everybody's having some type of movie sale, and because they're pretty cheap now. I mean,
yeah.
it's funny how cheap and how quickly these things are going straight to Blu-ray. Again, I'm a big, like you said, I'm a big proponent of if you like it, buy it.
Hmm.
And I'm also, again, and I know a lot of people don't like clutter and don't like to own physical manifestation. You can stream it, whatever. I understand that. Then buy the digital version of it. However, I'm a big proponent of buying it physical because if it's physical, you always own it. You're not dependent upon the internet. And there are movies that are not on digital. There's quite a few movies that it's you cannot find a digital copy of them, and we lose movies every generation we go to. So a lot of people forget that we have lost movies when we went from VHS to DVD. When we went from DVD to Blu-ray, we lost movies. Some movies didn't get transferred over. So I'm always a big proponent over one of my favorite movies that is not on Blu-ray, that is not on 4K is Strange Days from Catherine Bigelow. I love that movie. It is a movie that you have to see. It's one of those movies where it basically foretold everything we're going through right now. Angela Bassett is in it. Go pick up that movie. But again, it's only on DVD. So that's where I come in when it comes to movies.
All right. We going to
Fourth.
number four.
Yep.
All right. Now we're getting a little more expensive here. So maybe you're like, you know what? The world sucks, and it's no fun, and it's garbage, and it's boring. So I propose to you spend a little time in virtual reality and get the MetaQuest.
Woo!
Um, it's a great virtual reality headset. The MetaQuest 2 is out now. There is a
Okay.
Meta Pro that I think is 14.99, which is
Mhm.
crazy. Again, I don't think that's not really consumer grade. That's more like industrial, advanced and business model applications. But if you just want just a headset to kind of mess around and pal around with, go
Mhm.
with the MetaQuest 2. You can't. I think it's a great headset. Right now, it has a bundle, and I'm kind of scrolling through this, but it comes with two different games. It comes with Resident Evil 4, the VR edition, and it comes with. Does it show the other game on here? It doesn't say what it's called, but it's this one as I bring the mouse over it. Beat Saber.
Mhm.
Beat Saber is fantastic.
Excuse me.
There are so many. It's essentially a fitness game slash rhythm game slash music game where you're cutting up different cubes of light with two different, essentially lightsabers, a
Based,
blue one
based,
and a
based on popular music, because Lizzo has a that's a big commercial right now. Lizzo's beat
yeah,
is on Beat Saber right now.
yeah. And because they don't sponsor us, we can say you can hack the MetaQuest to get songs that are not available yet.
Hey, do you?
So yeah, but
All right.
it's two different ones. There is a 128 gigabyte one for 349 and a 256 gigabyte for 429.99. I think that is maybe $30 to $50 cheaper than what it regularly is.
Okay.
Or yeah, I think that's about right. But great way to spend time. And even if you don't like the video games, there's other stuff you can do and other apps you can get on MetaQuest. Whether you want to go visit somewhere across the world in virtual reality or just walk across and talk with your neighbors, there's so much stuff you can do. And you may not like it because it's powered by Facebook, which that's fine. But if you can get past that, there's a lot of different technology inside of it that you can do a lot of cool stuff in terms of reaching out to other people and talking with them in a virtual space because you're on the Facebook platform.
Okay. Um, this is my big ticket item since we're going big ticket items. Um, I'm gonna go. That's
Oh,
interesting.
that wasn't even my big ticket item, but
Oh wow. Well, this is my
no,
big. This is
yeah,
my big ticket item. I'm going. I'm gonna recommend two. I'm gonna recommend one right now, and I don't know why it's not. Did it? Okay. The power died. So, um, I'm gonna recommend the Steam Deck. So here's the Steam Deck right here, right? And the reason why I'm going to recommend it is because they've reached a million units. They have exceeded expectations. I don't know if it's exceeded their expectations, but I know it exceeded a lot of people's expectations in the sense of before when you had to order this, you had to put $5 down and you would put into a queue as far as when you got to order it. Personally, I really love this system. It's basically a gaming laptop desktop that fits in your hand that you're able to take with you everywhere you go. Um, I recommend this because if you're not really into computer gaming, but you want to game on the go and you don't want to be tied to Nintendo's ecosystem, this is the best thing for you. They have three different versions. Let me pick. Where's the share your screen thingy?
it's like the third one in those
Here we
little
go.
circles.
Yep, Chrome tab. So here we go. Steam Deck. So here's the actual Steam Deck website. So right now the 64 gig version is sold out. However, the 250 gig version, which I have, and the 512 gig version. Now, this is onboard memory. You can expand it up to a terabyte with a SD card. Um, you can now get them and they ship within 2 weeks. So you could buy this right now and have this shipped and it be at your house by Christmas. That's amazing considering me and you pre ordered this last year and we didn't get to when?
Sometime this year.
I'd say what, June?
Uh,
What,
maybe
was it about June?
could be. Yeah,
Um, and so you're telling me right now that I could buy this and it's at my house within 2 weeks. And and Steam does a very good job of getting this into your hands. And I'm on board with this. I really love my Steam Deck. I can't tell you enough about it. And the one good thing about the Steam Deck is that it's in Steam's ecosphere, and Steam, the actual website, does a great job of having sales all the time. Like one of the things that, like right now, if you go to their website, they have they have a sale going on right now. All of Bandai Namco's games are on sale. Um, they're running a sale all the time.
hmm
Uh, I picked up Disco Elysium, which is a $50 game. I picked it up for 14.99. The Resident Evil games, um, I picked those each up for $10 a piece. I want to say, um, and the fact that a lot of these games that Steam has on their website are older games but look amazing. Perfect example is Vanquish. Vanquish, I played. I have the PS3 version. They have a remastered PS4 version. I got it for 3.99 or 4.99. It's a 10-hour game, maybe. plays excellent on the Steam Deck. And Steam Deck, the Steam website will tell you if a game is verified, how it plays, and even if a game isn't verified, Valve will tell you, hey, it may play, it may just have some bugs on it. I really love my Steam Deck. I can't tell you enough about it. It's a very good gift idea, maybe for an older person, maybe not like a kid, but maybe teenager, uh, or the gamer in your life. I recommend the Steam Deck.
Cool.
Fifth idea,
All
last but
right.
not
So
least,
this is
this is your big ticket item.
yeah, like it depending on how much money you want to spend on
Yeah.
somebody. Um, I say get them a TV, but not just any TV. If you're
Oh,
gonna if
here
you're gonna
we
get them
go.
a TV, let's get them a nice TV. So let's go with this. You see that?
Negro, get off this page.
But
Everything I listed don't even cost. Added up together, don't even cost that.
we never said
I
these
understand that. I'm just
prices
saying.
cost
I'm
a
just saying.
minimum or a maximum. I'm just saying it depends on what you want to get.
Ugh.
Some people got their pockets like that. I'm saying if you want to get a TV that's going to last you a while, you want cutting edge technology, you go with the LG OLED TV. I think the current series now is the C2 series, or essentially the two series. You have a B2, C2, maybe a G2, and an A2.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, this is kind of future proofing yourself with 4K technology. It's going to have it's going to have what is it? VRR, HDMI 2.1. It pretty much has all the bells and whistles you need to match the most up to date GPUs, whether it's like a 3090 or a 4090 or the PS5 or the Xbox Series X. It has all the stuff you need so that it's going to look the best as possible. The only issue you're going to have with OLED is possible in screen burn, but most OLED TVs now work better than they did in the past, so that won't be an issue.
Sir, I'm gonna tell you right now. If I
Mhm.
pay $1,800, or how much is this?
1700.
Seven, eight. Let's say 1,800 with tax. I pay
Mhm.
that much money. I bet not ever get burned in my TV. I don't care if
I
I leave it
mean,
on a week.
I
That
mean, I'm
TV
just
better
letting
have
you
the
know.
technology. It better never have a burn in it.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
that has new technology in it now to kind of reduce all that stuff.
Not
Also,
reduce. I don't want to hear reduce, sir. I want to hear the words, it will not burn. I don't care if I leave that image still on Wally trying to serenade that damn vacuum cleaner. It better not ever burn in that TV
well, I
for
mean
that amount of money.
that doesn't exist yet. If you don't want that, if you don't want to burn in, don't go with OLED. But so 1700 is a lot of money. That's
Mhm.
just one idea of
Yeah.
a TV. Also, you don't have to get it from Best Buy. That's just the first site I saw. I got my CTV, and mine isn't a C2, it's a C1, so it's the year before this one. But I got mine off of Woot, which is owned by Amazon. And, they do like deals.
Yep.
And so I think I got mine for maybe 13 something. So
Okay.
still expensive, but better. So I mean, you
Okay.
could find deals like that on Woot to get, really quality TVs. But just say if you got the money, that's a great gift for somebody.
Okay. For me, my gift is not going to be anywhere close to that. My gift is probably going to be a little cheaper. I'm going to tell you that no matter what somebody's nerddom is, there is an action figure that goes with it. Um, so if you just got finished watching Black Panther, I recommend you go out and pick up uh, maybe a Marvel Legends about Black Panther. So here's the original comic version. Here is the MCU version of the new Black Panther in the movie. And we also have Chadwick. Um, so this is just the Marvel Legends that I have. I haven't opened them yet. Probably don't plan to open the Chadwick one. Uh, but whatever your fandom is, whether it's GI Joe, there's GI Joe Classifieds. Mattel has really stepped its game up with its He-Man action figures. Hasbro owns the rights to uh, Transformers, um, um, Power Rangers, Star Wars, the Black Series. If you want to go a higher end, SH Figure Arts. there's a gamut of different action figures for whatever your nerd likes. And maybe you don't want to go action figures as far as like this. Maybe you want to go with something more of like a Funko Pop. Can you see those up there?
Not really, but
Okay,
sure.
cool. I was trying to angle the camera where you could see it, but maybe you go Funko Pop. Um, for me personally, like I said, I like Marvel Legends because I'm a big Marvel fan. Um, I was not a real big fan of Black Widow the movie, but I do like the character. I love the character Black Widow. So this
Hmm.
is her. This is how she looks in the comics. So this is a comic accurate version of her. And action figures don't have to be expensive. I picked this up at Ollie's at $12.99. Now Marvel Legends run anywhere from $19.99 to 25 to even $40. So it just depends on being frugal, finding the deals. If you like Batman or you like DC heroes, the DC McFarlane multiverse action figures. NECA owns the rights to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So if you have a Turtles fan in your life, go that route. NECA also owns the rights to Predator, Aliens, a lot of your movie monsters. So there's an action figure line for you. It just depends on how much money you're willing to spend. Two of the best websites I would say to check out is Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. There are some other fan channels I want to give a shout out to. Um, Nerd Zoic is another decent one. Um, for me, the physical manifestation of, and here's the thing, these are great. Like if you have somebody who has a desk, an office, these are cool to sit on your desk. I know, Michael, you have a cubicle and a desk, and you have action figures littered around. Um,
Hmm.
so action figures are not just for kids anymore. If you have a kid in your life, that's great. But there's some really high end action figures or stat. I mean, if even if you want to go statues, but I'm recommending just action figures for right now. That's for me my fifth gift idea.
Okay. So that's we talked about them. We can do a quick recap here. My gifts were the Audible subscription to essentially get audiobooks read to you. You can
Hmm.
get a pretty good deal on that. That was my first gift idea. The second one was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection. Essentially, I was talking about video games overall, but that one, um, that one, what was I going to say? Oh,
I don't know.
that
I
was
don't
the
know,
game I
buddy.
was talking about because I was uh, really excited about it. Another gift idea I had was movies and DVDs. Well, Blu-rays and DVDs, and they come in such a wide variety now, so many good deals. You can find a lot of great movies for relatively
Hmm.
cheap. The next one I had was the Oculus, no, not the Oculus, the MetaQuest VR, and finally it was the LG OLED TV.
Okay. Um, a rundown, just a quick rundown of what I recommended. I went books. Doesn't have to be expensive. These are library books, but again, you can just go books. These are graphic novels. Get somebody reading. I went movies.
Hmm.
Gift the movie. If there's a movie you've always been trying to get somebody to see, send it to them. Get. You can always you can always whenever you buy these, they always ask you, is this a gift? Send somebody the gift of a movie you've always wanted them to see. I also recommended music. Um, this is just one piece of music that I recommended, but give somebody the gift of music. Let them veg out, zone out, meditate, whatever. I recommended also the Steam Deck, Valve Steam Deck. Um, this is one of the best little consoles out there. And last but not least, action figures. Uh, so that's my list. I do want to give an honorable mention. Um, Real quick, I'm going to share my screen. Um, I This is my honorable mention. It's only because I think it's actually pretty cool, and if I had the money, I probably would get one. The Analog Pocket. Um, it is a here's a multi video game system portable handheld, a digital audio workstation with a built-in synthesizer and sequencer. Basically, allows you to play. Here's the thing. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear, Neo Geo, Pocket, Atari Lynx, you name it. It's basically anything you want for handheld retro gaming. They make little, I don't even know what you call them, cartridges. Let's say cartridges or modules, where you can switch them out on the back of the actual console. It looks just like a Game Boy, but it's so much better than Game Boy, and it allows you to play any of these games on the go. They are about $200. The modules, different modules cost have different prices. There are docks. Here's the thing: 3.5, uh, 3.5 inches, LCD, 16 by 1440 resolution. Um, it's beautiful. And the one thing that I love about this is all these games that they play are dirt cheap. You and I both know it's inexpensive to find a lot of these Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance. Um, yeah, there are some games that may be a little bit more expensive depending on how rare they are. I'm talking, what is it, Pokemon? What is it, Silver? Which of the Pokemons are, some of the Pokemon games are a little more expensive, but here's the thing. This is the reason why it's my honorable mention, because you once again, if you buy this, you're going to be put on a wait list for next year, but it's around $200 to $250. Once, just like the Steam Deck, once they start making them, you'll be able to buy them and then they'll ship within maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But if you have somebody in your life who's really into retro gaming, that's the thing that I would recommend. That's my honorable mention.
Was I supposed to have an honorable mention?
No, it's just something I saw that I really wanted to like. I want one. I really, honestly, I really want to buy one for my wife because she's really not into the 6 button gaming. The control schemes after, um, I want to say the Nintendo GameCube and the Wii was past her, and so I really want to get one of these for her because she still, like, when we went to have Owen, I took a Game Boy and she was over there playing Game Boy games while she
Hmm.
was waiting to have this baby. And so this is something that's great for people like that. Um, or one of those people who are really big into retro gaming. This is a really good system for them.
Okay. We've been talking long enough. If there are any gifts ideas you think we should mention, let us know in the comments of things we didn't think about, because you all know just as much, if not more than us. So for sure, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
While you were talking about the comments, some places you can find us. Hit the We Tryin' handle at YouTube and Facebook. You can also hit the We Tryin' Y'all handle at Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. And apparently we may be on other social medias too that Leroy's
Hive
working on
Social.
behind the scenes. I mean, I wasn't going to say that since we didn't have what the caption was, but sure.
We're
That
on there
works.
though. We're on
We're
there.
okay. As what?
We trying.
Okay, there we go. We trying
Yep.
on Hive.
Yep.
So while Twitter burns, come join us on Hive. There we go. Until the next time, we out.